But to follow a great enlightened master already established with their own created world for you and for whoever follows them and is sincere, enlightened enough to follow them and stay with them, then they will continue further. And then one day you also will become a Buddha in their land. When you stay together, Buddha or not, yes? Whether you become a Buddha or not. But if you don't want to do that and you just let it be, then the cycle of coming out from Godhood through the Big Bang, for example, or returning back to Godhood, to the original, then you don't have to follow any master. You could just be good. Then maybe it's more comfortable for your physical being or any other kind of different body of being. Depends on where you are. You will live more comfortably. But if you do not care about all these rules and moral standards and self-realization, self-polishing, then you just live on. Some days you go to hell, other days you go back to this physical world or return to the animal kingdom or any other thing, yes? And then keep continuing like that, recycling yourself until forever. Then you return to Godhood. You will return to that. Then you will recycle again, come back out again one day, and then become either human or animal, person or tree or whatever, and continue that life again until you mature enough by nature. You don't do anything with your life. You don't practice. You don't do anything according to the universal law and to God's will. Then you will keep recycling like that. Hell or heaven or earth or nothingness, anywhere. Depends on what you have done in the previous life. And if you follow a master, then you'll be liberated from that circle and forever. Then you will be just better and better until you find completely your own great self. Then you become also like one of the masters. And then you can help others or not. It depends on what your destiny is, what you decide to do with your life after enlightenment. And even before that great enlightenment, if you want to help others, you already have enough power. If you have a great enlightened master already, then he, she will, of course, teach you and make you see more and more of your great self, yeah? Between ignorant, normal sentient beings and the great mastership, the higher you go, the more power you have. You can already help people, help other beings, instead of just being a normal person without recovering your treasure inside, within yourself. So that's why many people follow masters and they worship them a lot, because they know they can get out of that cycle of returning again and again with all kinds of different lifestyles and life destinations. But if they don't have a master, then they will keep being recycled like that until forever. It's not just from one day to the next. Once you are absorbed back into the original power, original Godhood, then it takes long time in order to be recycled again as you are now, or less or more. We call it a Big Bang, okay then, because that moment doesn't just come from one day to another day. It will take rest for a long time to clean up anything that you have messed around on this planet or any other planet or in any other different life form, either as humans or animal people or other beings, even stones or trees. So the absorption doesn't take an immediate effect. It takes eons of time. So now if you don't follow any master and don't liberate yourself from that cycle, then you will have to wait eons of time, especially now when the cycle is coming to an end. And, the judgment will be very meticulously, strictly carried out. And if you're not worthy, then you can't be liberated. Then you have to be absorbed back and go through hells or different low levels or high levels, depends. So it takes eons, long forever time until you even truly come back to that original Godhead. You see what I'm saying? And then if you want to get out again, you stay there also forever until there is another big bang, and then all things come out from that original position, from that original power again. Then you come out again as whatever you are at that time. Humans, animals, people, other beings, rocks, trees, for example. That's why people, from time immemorial, whoever understood that, followed a master. And they chose their master very, very carefully. Because if you choose the wrong one, then you also go back into the cycle again. Because that master himself also is not free, not liberated. So how can he liberate you?